Hey, what's up everyone? BDO44 coming at you with another video. Alright, so it's a nice day out here. It's about 80 degrees, maybe. It's about to get up to about 84, which is still not crazy for what we're used to over here. I've been in the house for a couple days, not really for any other reason than just, trying to overcome the sickness. Yesterday, Bible study was canceled. My grandfather was having a bad night. They just got him back into my uncle's home after about three or 4 weeks of rehab from the fall that had him breaking his knee and having some other leg issues. So they rehabbed him, brought him home on the 17th. But from what I understand, he wasn't doing too good yesterday, so we canceled Bible study. But I kind of prepared my whole day as if we were doing Bible study, of course, and didn't leave the house. I decided to stay in. My body was telling me to rest, dealing with this cold. It's trying to kick me down. I was good enough to leave the house and do all the things I needed to do, but there were more legs of this cold that were to go since we last talked about it. Yesterday I had sore throat, and I took some more Robitussin and feel 100% right now. Well, closest thing to 100% since falling ill. So, like I said, it ain't been that intense of a cold, but it's had all the symptoms, and the fatigue has been there, I think. So it's it's one of those things where it's like, I think coupled with adding more sodium into my diet with my seasoning, it eats away my energy even more. So just trying to engage in activity that'll get me out the house right now and get some sweat in and be ready for tomorrow, because I definitely have to get out of that room tomorrow. So it's gonna be a good day, man. I hope that everybody's having a fantastic day themselves, or whenever you're watching this. I think what's on my mind right now is basketball, to be honest with you. So I'll probably just cut this one short and talk basketball. But if anything, I just want everybody to know that I'm doing all right. I ain't got no negative thoughts, just trying to recover physically from the flu. It ain't really a flu, a cold, I guess is what I call it. So, sniffles and runny noses and low appetite. That's what I was dealing with this morning. This was the first time since being sick back in March where I woke up, and around the time I'm usually hungry, I'm still not hungry. I don't think I ate my breakfast until about 11:40. And I normally try to eat breakfast around 10:30, something like that. Got out the shower and was not hungry at all. And then not only that, but I ate half of the bowl and was done. I think a lot of that has to do with the sickness, and some of it has to do with just me doing more exercises on my stomach, adding a crunch every night. So I'm like, 123 crunches will be tonight, 124 tomorrow. So it's like I'm adding to my stomach exercises, doing more stretches than I did throughout the course of the beginning of the year. And I think that's eating away at my appetite as well. So just a lot of changes going on with the body, man. I don't really think I have a hold on it right now or know what really is going on, but I'm not nearly as hungry as I normally am. So I guess that's a good thing for losing weight. But it is what it is, man. Just trying to recover and preparing myself mentally for, of course, being out of the room tomorrow. Hopefully it goes more smoothly than the last two sessions, because of course last time I had to go to a different hotel and found myself at a place that didn't take my card, so I had to Uber somewhere else. I eventually found myself in a really nice hotel that I would love to return to, but they have a $100 deposit, so it costs more in the short term to stay there. You have to have $100 ready on top of the $100 it takes to stay there, or whatever the price would be. So I don't really have that. So hopefully NoHo will be available to me tomorrow, and that's the only time it's ever happened when they didn't have a room. So I'd imagine a random Tuesday shouldn't be too much of a problem getting a room, but you never can tell, man. And of course, the time before that, I had to stay at NoHo for 2 straight days because this place didn't have nothing on a Sunday morning. So it was it's been a couple times where it just ain't been that smooth of a process getting out of these rooms. And I'm just praying for a regular routine transfer tomorrow from here to NoHo and back there the next day, just like we had been doing before these 2 little snags got in the way consecutively. So that's what I'm hopeful for. We'll see how it goes. Either way, the Lord has worked it out. Even when there's snags, I always am able to handle it. He always puts me in a position to have what I need or whatever, so I can't complain. I have to send my uncle a text. I don't know if he's gonna get it or not, because a lot of the texts I send haven't been going through, but I got to send him that today. So they won't be caught off guard tomorrow, because I know we got a lot going on with my grandfather. So yeah, man, I think I'll shoot him that text and then make myself a Laker video or some type of NBA video right now. Talk about whatever's on my head there. But that's pretty much all I want to say about myself. Of course, all eyes on Gaza, particularly the north, where they're just demolishing the place, destroying every living thing there. The images coming out of there are terrible, but of course, it has to be said that the images are limited because they cut off the internet before they started that process. So, you know, they didn't want us to see essentially what's going on in the north, because they knew that we wouldn't approve. They knew it was awful. Just like everything else they've been doing is awful. So it is what it is, man. We are praying for liberation of those people and ultimately the revealing of the circumstances and individuals who are championing this, who are staying in the dark about it or not being held accountable, and however that looks. I really want some justice there, man. This is, you know, it's crazy how we will get on everybody's case for doing all different types of horrible things individually in our countries. U.S. will put a guy in jail for murder. But mass genocide done by a government, and it's like nobody sees it, nobody's holding anybody accountable. And they're killing almost 1 million people, and it's like, well, you know, I mean, I don't find myself comfortable in that reality, and I think that none of us should be. If we're really aware of what's happening there, none of us should be okay that our country's government is getting away with mass murder, basically Holocaust. Basically a Holocaust. That's really what it is. So yeah, man, awful demonic times. Definitely important that people be aware of it. If you're gonna vote, do know that if you're voting for either one of the major candidates, they both are in support of continuing this Holocaust, and both equally deserve to be held accountable for their part in it. That's what I think. Both of them. Ain't neither one of them exempt, because they're both in the entire plan of AIPAC and Israel, man. Israel's intention on throwing these people under the bus, man, and literally killing their kids off. This is it's the most disgusting thing I've seen in my lifetime, and it's a lot of sophisticated individuals who are really comfortable with it. So that's about as much as I'm going to give it right now, but best believe we're going to be talking about it a lot on this channel, just like we have been. And I encourage everybody to check out my previous therapy sessions where we've got into it in detail over the last 300 something days. We ain't gonna let up at all, man. Palestinian children deserve to be safe, just like American children deserve to be safe, just like Canadian children deserve to be safe, just like Israeli children deserve to be safe. And that's something that needs to be said on all fronts, man. Everybody's children deserve to be given an opportunity to be, you know, free of the intentions of individuals who are grown. And that's what it comes down to, man. Whatever your intentions are, if it ain't for their betterment, whether it's as extreme as this is or something much more minor, it still shouldn't be, man. There should be laws against normalization of these type of situations. So that's really what I gotta say, man. Praying for a change, but not waiting for those prayers. I'm raising my voice in awareness of it, and I would hope that others would do the same thing. So that's pretty much what I gotta say. My name is BDL44. I thank you all for watching. I'm out.